Okay, Jason, thanks for joining me today.
All right.
How you doing here?
Well, it's my day off, so it's always good.
Okay, really big news going down at the Eagles camp today, huh?
Yeah, I'm a little out of the loop. Like I said, I was out in the back of the property all morning, cutting trees down and chopping wood. So.
Okay, well, obviously the big news of the day. Yeah, the big news of the day: the firing of defensive coordinator Juan Castillo. Like, what's your reaction to that today?
Well, honestly, it's a bit cliche, but we're just D linemen. We see the ball, get the ball. Like our positioning and standing in the defense is honestly it's pretty basic. You know what I mean? And I don't even have the time to know what is going on behind us because they have the hard job. Those guys, the linebackers in secondary. So I couldn't tell you what they were doing or what kind of coverage. It was good, it was bad. So I like to say it's out of my pay grade.
Oh, do you think it was the right move overall?
Well, that's what I'm trying to, I guess, explain the best I can. Is I wouldn't know if it was right, wrong, or different. Obviously, Coach Reed feels so. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it. And he's a pretty smart guy. But I do know that Juan Castillo is extremely hardworking, smart, dedicated. You know what I mean? So whatever the reasons, were, I'm sure they were understood by both sides. And I had talked with Juan briefly, just let him know that appreciate his hard work, and keep his head up, and that he's always on my coach list.
Okay. Well, there's a report that came out last night that Andy Reid said there were going to be some changes, or is going to tear the team apart. So this morning we know what that meant, but do you see any other changes coming through? Did you hear about anything else that might be happening?
I had his press conference on when I was driving, just because I was out of loops. I was trying to get back in the loop, and he alluded to nothing, but at the same time didn't exclude any more changes. It sounded like he alluded to the fact we might be blitzing a little more, or blitzing, as he put it, at opportune times. So, like I said, I don't know. The D-line, we line up, watch the ball, get off. I would imagine the schematic changes don't affect us too much. Maybe the secondary and linebackers, the way they have to do their business might be tweaked. But I didn't know what we did in the past, so it's kind of hard for me to say what they're going to change.
Okay. Well, the news obviously is getting around the league. Your old teammate Asante Samuel tweeted his opinion on what was going on today about the firing of Juan Castillo, and he took a little shot at Coach Andy Reid by saying that sometimes you have to blame yourself. You can't try and always point the finger at someone else. What's your reaction to that?
Oh, so I guess Asante Samuel's the guy that was here in 22?
Yes. Your old teammate.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. He's a character. You know what I mean? He's even when he was here, he wasn't afraid to voice his opinion. So,
right.
You got to take Asante with a grain of salt. I still remember his little interview when he said, "If y'all are tired of my big playmaking abilities," or something. So that's Asante. You just got to take it in stride when it comes from him, I guess.
Okay. All right. It looks like secondary coach Todd Bowles is going to take over as defensive coordinator. What can you tell us about him?
You know what? Todd, or I should say Coach Bowles, excuse me. He's, when he got here, he took his job, what he was hired to do, seriously. He worked with Juan and the other coaches tirelessly. And I don't know if it was planned from the beginning or not that he has the possibility of taking over. But, he never did anything to undercut Juan or second guess anybody. Or, he was a great teammate as far as when it comes to coaching, alliances and togetherness. So I mean, he's not my coach. So I don't have too much interaction with him, but seems like a great guy, and everybody I know that knows him speaks highly of him.
Okay. All right. Now, so I guess you expect to still run the wide 9 defense?
I would. I don't want to jinx myself, but I know we're still going to get after the passer on passing downs. But from what Andy alluded to on some of the other running downs, maybe there's some tweaks. Like I said, I don't know. Your guess is probably better than mine, to be honest with you.
Okay. Now, you have 2 weeks to think about this bad loss you had against the Lions on Sunday. What do you want to do during the bye week?
Well, for me, I've had the unfortunate pleasure of being on some pretty bad teams. So I was part of the early Houston era, in Kansas City and Seattle. So I've been through some serious fires. So I guess I'm not as rattled because I haven't been through it before.
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing to do is to, my opinion, just get away sometimes and just step back. Cause it's a long season. We got 10 more weeks.
Okay. Now, getting back to the game on Sunday, obviously 3 weeks in a row without a sack. I mean, what are the offensive lines doing differently to you than they did last year?
It really has nothing to do with the offensive line, except for when it comes to Mac Pro or, they chip off 4 guys. Really all the pressure and the success is on the quarterback. Because even if there was an offensive lineman there and he catches it, throws it, you can't get there in enough time. And, and there's nothing you can do about that. If a team chooses to perform like that on offense,
right,
then so be it. We can't force them to hold the ball longer. When they chose to block us straight up, we were winning, but the ball's gone. So that's life. I think when you have a defensive line that can rush the passer like we can, I don't think anybody's going to think about dropping back. It'd be silly if they did. And if you look at the sack totals for almost a defensive line that had great success and ability last year, their numbers are down just as well. I think if you look at wide receiver for the Lions coming into our game, he only had 1 touchdown catch, where this time last year he had 8. You know what I mean? So if people are going to double him or they're going to figure out a way to not let him get the ball, that's life.
Right. Now your team's you're struggling right now, obviously going into the bye, but you're still 3-3. Is it encouraging that if things get turned around, you guys can run the table for the rest of the year?
That's obviously the goal. That's what you work for every day. It's why you show up. It's why you work hard. It's why you try not work your opponents during the week. So it's obviously a possibility,
Okay. Now your line mate there, Mr. Cox, got ejected from the game on Sunday. Did you or anybody else have a chance to sit down and talk to him and find out exactly what his mindset was there, or try to get him a little bit more in check?
No, I mean, obviously he was a little heated after the game. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I'm sure he is going to learn a very valuable and expensive lesson. I know he's remorseful for what he did Sunday.
Okay. Now, as far as your defense, I mean, you guys got off to a little bit of a slow start, both offensively and defensively on Sunday. What does the team feed off of mostly, the offense or the defense?
You think just so I understand the question. Question or statement? You're letting me know we got off to a slow start on defense?
Right.
I thought we had a great situation going until the fourth quarter. not to disagree with you.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking some time with us, and enjoy yourself on the bye week, and good luck when you play the Falcons coming up, okay, and the rest of the season, okay?
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jason. Take care.